So, hello everybody. So today I'm going to show you a very quick and simple tutorial on how to make the hover mechanic that's in all my builds. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I do not see many tutorials of this type of thing on YouTube, and it's very helpful, especially for spaceship builds. So, I mean, these are all the blocks right here. And let me give a quick demonstration of what the finished mechanic will look like if you decide to apply it to a ship. So this is just like a basic little ship I made. When you activate it, you can just hover, and it keeps itself in place. And then, you know, you can add like your turning blocks.
Remember to apply for the cheese at the information desk upon landing.
Okay, sorry. But you can apply your rotation blocks to give yourself control. But, you know, it's just a simple hover mechanic. And with this mechanic, you can go down, you can go back up. Control your height, basically, is what I'm saying. And it can be turned off at will for just normal ship control. So it's not like a permanent mechanic. And it's very helpful for like any VTOL or anything of that nature. So without further ado, I'm just going to show you the mechanics. Very simple. And once you have these all hooked up correctly, let me turn this off, sorry. Once you have these all hooked up correctly, these can be arranged however you want. The only exception is this speed sensor must be facing down. So make sure it's always facing down. Everything else can be rotated and separated. Like, these don't have to be aligned like this, and these don't have to be in this rotation. Like, it's fine like that. It does not matter. I'm just laying it out here to show you. So you're gonna need one OR logic gate, one distance sensor, another OR logic gate, one XOR logic gate, an AND logic gate, and a speed sensor. So I'm going to click on all these and show you what they're hooked up to. And I'll go slow. If you need to go slower, just slow down the video. So we'll start with the speed sensor. It's hooked up to this AND gate. And we'll go to the AND gate. The AND gate is not hooked up to anything because later on, this AND gate is what gets hooked up to our gimbal jets or whatever jet you want facing down. That's what your AND gate gets hooked up to. So just for demonstration, we'll hook it up to this because that provides the upward thrust. This XOR gate gets hooked up to the AND gate, nothing else. The distance sensor gets hooked up to the XOR gate, or XOR, whatever it's called, sorry. And then the OR logic gate also gets hooked up to this XOR logic gate. And this OR logic gate gets hooked up to the AND logic gate. Now remember, if you need to slow us down, feel free to. But those are all the connections. So now I'm just going to show you, like, how to basically fit this into a very simple craft. So we're going to take a seat, and we'll just make a little cute little craft. So, like I said, it doesn't matter where these parts are. In fact, the only thing that matters is that this speed sensor points down. So we're actually just going to take these and we're going to repurpose them by putting them out here. And down. And put this here. Now, it's important and worth mentioning that for this to work properly, you are going to need gyro stabilization. Like, this mechanism only works right if the speed sensor is facing down, and for that to happen, you need it gyro stabilized, obviously. Unless you can make some mechanic to keep the speed sensor down with the rest of the build, but that's complicated, I'm not doing that. So, you know, just turn it on. I like to set, so let me go over something real quick. Your AND gate, like I said, gets hooked up to your thrust. So let's add thrust. And let's real quickly just, yeah, okay, sorry. So like I said, your AND gate gets hooked up to thrust, so we're gonna add our thrust because that's pretty easy to do. And we're just gonna make it even because why not? Just because it's for a tutorial doesn't mean it can't be nice. So let's put these here. Cute little hovercraft. So your AND gate gets hooked up to all these, and don't touch anything else. Now these get set to whatever. Set these gimbal jets to whatever button you want to press to go up. So for me that's Q. Doesn't matter what it is. Just whatever button you want to press to change your altitude to go up. That's what you set it to. So now the only other thing is in the OR logic gate, specifically this one, the one that is hooked up to the XOR logic gate. You want to go in it and set the green input to whatever button you want to press to go down, which in my case is E. And then that's basically all you have to do. So now, and I like to set the, so to the system, or sorry, this OR gate, the one that is hooked up to the AND gate, this one is the button that you want to press to turn the whole system on. Set that to whatever you want. I have it set to 2. And I'm just going to set these gyro stabilizers to 2, just to make it nicer. It doesn't matter, you don't have to do that. And now, if you notice, we have a working hovercraft. You can adjust the altitude, up or down, left or right. And if we really want to make this a proper hovercraft, we can give it a little thruster. Make that forward. Do another little thruster. Make that backwards. And if you're in space and you need to go down, what you can do is you can put this here and here, and you can make this like shift or something like that, whatever you need it to be. Or actually, no, make it E, so that way when you're in space, it's, you know, the same system. You press E to go down, so, or whatever your down button is, just set it to that. And then the only other thing is you want to add a gyro stabilizer. Basically, this is, I'm teaching you how to make a simple little exploration craft that can be used for gathering the metals, or sorry, not the metals, the gold on this map. But you can design whatever you want. Doesn't matter. But I'm gonna set this to a D strength 1. So here we go. Now we got a cute little aircraft. It's actually a little too weak here. No wonder. But as you can see, it's vibrating a little bit. It's fine. We'll just turn down the strength. And there we go. So, as you can see, we have a nice little hovercraft, which can be used for space exploration. So, go forward. Now you're in space. You can go up easily, and you can go back down. It's not as easy because, you know, you don't have that speed, but you can go down. Actually, to make it better, if your thing is very light, you can always turn down the power of your gimbals to make it appropriate. So, it's a little too low, of course. Overcorrecting. But yeah, you can always turn down the power. And as you can see, we have a little useful, you know, hovercraft. Quite easy and quick to build. And it can go up. Or, I'm sorry, it can go down, it can go up, turn left and right, and when you need to land on a planet for whatever reason, you can disengage the hover lock mode, and now you can. And likewise, this system, like I said, can be put on just about any ship, which includes things like super big fighters. Like, for example, I have my logic blocks right here. These, and then you have all your hover blocks and your gyro stabilizers, and I have this massive 800 kilogram ship that can take off vertically, hover, and, you know, it works really nicely. And, but yeah, this can be adapted for really any design. Alright everybody, so if you enjoyed today's tutorial, make sure to like,